Well, the Independent Examination Board class of 2020 has scored a 98.07% pass rate. This is a slight drop compared to 2019's 98.82%. The 2020 academic year was difficult for some pupils and teachers due to COVID-19 outbreak and a hard lockdown. eNCA's Mobile Magala is following that story for us. Mobile, just the phrase Matric Results gives me immense anxiety, but it's been really inspiring hearing from our top achievers, hasn't it?
Well, definitely, Nandi. In fact, I've got one of the top achievers with me right now, and I just want to inspire a little bit more and hear from him. How many distinctions did you get?
Well, I got 8 distinctions, and I have to say it was no easy feat. I mean, going through the year that 2020 was and trying to pass Matric was a struggle, but I think what I found was just trying to find a balance in everything. I think you couldn't have continued with just studying 24/7, even though you were in lockdown, but still finding time to at least call your friends or FaceTime or have some sort of social interaction, and also spend some time with family and take some breaks. I think the key to it really all is balance. I think that's the most that I could truly say about it.
Balance indeed. Now take me through your marks. What did you get?
Well, I got 8 distinctions. I'm trying to remember all the percentages now, but it was, I think, 94 for drama, 94 for English, 93 for life orientation, 92 for maths, 85 for Afrikaans, and 85 for life sciences.
And quickly, which one was your favorite?
Oh, that's hard. You see, I always managed to take both science and arts subjects because I enjoy kind of both, and again with the balance, I kind of like to have like a creative outlet for all the calculations that I'm doing. But I have to say, maths is truly my favorite subject, but I really can't let go of English either.
Sweet. And you guys are friends, so I want to ask you, how have you done? Are you proud of your marks?
I am proud of my marks. I have done pretty well for myself, and I think through this difficult year, I think I did the best that I can, and I can be happy with those results.
And how did you do it? How did you manage to get such good marks?
Obviously, it was a lot of help with the online platform here at school as well, and I had to mentally just prepare myself for exams. So obviously, I contacted my friends, kept socializing, kept in contact, and that way I could sit down and focus on everything that I needed to do.
And lastly, I know that you guys are saying you are going in business together. Tell us a bit about this adventure as well. So you're leaving Matric, starting business too?
So we want to start a business named Econ Africa, and the business's idea is to financially assist those in financially difficult situations. So we plan to start an online business, an online market to help everyone in those situations. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Craig. Well, as you can hear there, Nandi, so these students are saying that they're not only going to university, but they're also starting business. But I just want to show you, so this is the spread that they are here to celebrate today. And this is what the school has basically put up for them, that non-alcoholic champagne is indeed there, like the principal said a little bit earlier. But again, one of the top achievers explaining to us how they did it. And again, a bit of motivation to those that are coming back and are starting Matric, saying that you've got to keep that balance and you have to push yourself a bit further.
Thank you very much, Mobile. We'll catch up with you a little bit later on. That was my colleague, Mobile Magala.
But we move to Cape Town now, where eNCA's Aisha Ismail is at the eNCA house in Milnerton. Aisha, I mean, we're hearing nothing but, great news, but also hearing a sense of pride and just, school teachers and principals being proud of how hard their students and pupils had to work last year. What else can you tell us from where you are?
Well, it's not only the teachers and principals that are proud, it's also the parents that are very proud of their children that have done exceptionally well despite the difficulties. And I'm now joined by one of the top students here from eNCA High, and Emily Carmichael. You achieved 7 distinctions. How did you do that?
Just a lot of studying and hard work.
And you came to school, and then of course there was a a pandemic that broke out in March, and then the school had to be closed. And how did you adapt to the different forms of studying and methods of studying?
Well, luckily I'm quite privileged to come to Alcana House, and we're a private school, so we were able to do online learning quite well. So it really wasn't that much of a disadvantage to me. If anything, COVID has been an advantage because we haven't had the option to have a social life instead of an academic life. We've kind of been forced into the academic life. So yeah, I'm very grateful for the school.
And what do you intend studying now?
Hopefully medicine at Stellenbosch.
When you say hopefully, have you not been accepted yet?
It's provisionally accepted, but obviously because the marks only came out today, we haven't been finally accepted.
Mr. Carmichael,
Yes.
very proud father indeed.
I'm super proud, I really am. She's such a hard worker, self-motivated, self-driven. I like to think she gets that from me, but yeah, no, she definitely gets the intelligence from my mum's side.
And what advice would you give to other parents who have children in Matric this year?
Well, I think, you know, not to put too much pressure on your kids. I think that's important. You know, for Emily it was very easy. She was, you know, she's a child that she's always known what she's wanted, and you know, studying medicine's been her motivation. But yeah, I think don't put too much pressure on your kids. You know, your kids are going to work as hard as they can. That'll probably be my best advice. Not too much pressure.
How many distinctions did you get when you were in Matric?
I don't think I'd rather not comment on that. Like I said, she definitely got the brands from my mum's side, not from me.
Mum, you must be very proud of Emily.
Very, very much so. But the work was all down to her. She's very self-motivated and did it all herself. I just supplied the food.
And of course, when the pandemic broke, I mean, we heard about it initially abroad, and then it came to South Africa. And Emily being in Matric, how did that make you feel?
Yeah, obviously it was very daunting at the beginning, but she really handled it amazingly well. She doesn't stress easily, and I think that really helped her through. But yeah, I mean, it really, like she said, it didn't affect her as much as it's affected a lot of other kids this year.
Thank you so much for your time. So talking to parents and the principal and the teachers here at Alcana, the one thing that they're telling me about is hard work and dedication actually got them through this period. And some of the matriculants were also saying to me that the advice that they can give to those who are in Matric this year is to stay focused and to believe in yourself.
Smile, thank you so much for that update. My colleague Aisha in Cape Town.
Well, 12 years of schooling is finally over for some pupils. After a challenging academic year, Independent Examination Board candidates will receive their results today. The board achieved a pass rate of over 98%. eNCA's Dason Tatia is at Crawford International College in Tongat in KwaZulu-Natal. Dason, it's really great to have such good news for a change. I mean, listening to these top achievers has been really incredible. What do you have for us?
That's right. In fact, it's been inspiring even to someone like myself who finished school. Actually, let me not say it. But let me talk to a man who's probably really proud right now. This is the executive head of Crawford College on the North Coast, Mr. Vernon David. Mr. David, thanks for joining me. I think let's just take it a step back to how you reacted to news of the COVID-19 pandemic and what it meant for schooling. You had to adapt very quickly, didn't you?
Absolutely. You know, I think the most important thing was to make sure that our students were in front of their teachers, whether it online or in the classroom. And in this case, we had to get online as soon as possible. So we were quite excited as a school that we seamlessly moved onto the online platform, and we never really missed a single hour in the last year's school year.
That's remarkable. And how was the reception to that from both the parents and the students? I mean, we were celebrating some really incredible results here in our earlier crossing.
Well, you know, I think the parents, as much as the students, really enjoyed the fact that learning was taking place and that you're not really losing school time. And I think that fundamentally helped us obviously improve our matriculants, their results. And at the same time, I think the students were at ease knowing that they still can communicate via technology to their teachers, you know. And so we found that having absolutely no black spots in the education space last year was something that really the parents enjoy that, the students enjoy that, and I think the teachers, and we've got an amazing group of teachers here at Crawford, were able to be flexible and adaptable.